Related with frog, already known by us that it is included in the phylum Chordata. There are 11 phylum and the last one, that is the Chordata. So it is included in phylum Chordata. You have to start from here, okay, till last one chapter completed, animal kingdom. So now what is the class of frog? Amphibia. Okay, amphibia means, what is the meaning of amphibia? Known by us. Amphi means dwell, bios means life. Life in two environment, that is known as the amphibia. They are able to survive in the water and on the land. Now one very important point, please underline, they are found only in fresh water. Frogs are found only in fresh water. Frogs are surviving, they are surviving only in fresh water. They are surviving only in fresh water. Please note it down. No need to cover me, need to cover this. Madam, say madam, come and teach. So, they will, amphibia means, if I will be stand there, what the student will see? Want to show my face, what is the need? Amphibia. Amphibia means what I said, that they are found only in fresh water. Only 1 point from my side. Here you have to write 1 point. What is the 1 point you have to remember? Okay, what is the 1 point you have to remember? I said the 1 point is that this one, only in fresh water. They are found only in fresh water. Reason I will say, because what is happening, the skin of frog is the hygroscopic. Hygroscopic means it is able to absorb the water. So if frog will live in the marine water, it will absorb the salty water. The salt concentration of the body becomes very high and it will die. Getting now? That is why the frogs are not found in the marine water. They are found in the fresh water only. So this is the 1 point you have to remember, that from my side I said only 1 point, that they are found only in fresh water. Now, just please underline, the most common species of Indian frog, that is the Rana tigrina. Most common species of Indian frog, that is the Rana tigrina. Please underline 1 point. Rana tigrina is known as the Indian bullfrog. It is known as the Indian bullfrog. Rana tigrina is known as the Indian bullfrog. Okay, why it is known as the Indian bullfrog? Please note it down. Because of its large size. Because of its large size, first of all, large size, and it is producing loud sound. It is producing loud sound because of its large size, and it is producing the loud sound. Loud sound because it is having the large vocal sac. It is having the large vocal sac. Large vocal sac. That is why it is known as the Rana tigrina. Rana tigrina is known as the Indian bullfrog. Why it is known as the Indian bullfrog? Because of its large size, producing the loud sound. Loud sound. The sound of the frog is known as the croaking sound. Okay, why it is producing the croaking sound? Because it is having the large vocal sac. So this is the 1 point. The most common species of frog that is found in India, that is the Rana tigrina, known as the Indian bullfrog. Now, you have to underline only 1 point, only 1 word, because about that bird already known by us. Okay, just note down characters first. Pyklothums. Please underline the term pyklothums. After it, you have to say me beta, what is pyklothums? Okay, say me the groups of pyklothums. We have discussed till yesterday. Say me the groups, those who are pyklothum, Pisces, amphibia, reptiles. 3 groups are pyklothums and 2 groups are homeothums. Okay, 3 groups of pyklothums and 2 groups are homeothums. So this is the 1 point, that pyklothums and homeotherms are there. So need not to write, already known by us what is the meaning of cyclotherm. Here they do not have constant body temperature. Their body temperature varies with the temperature of the environment. Such animals are cold-blooded. Cyclotherms are ectothermous. Three terms I said, I think, है ना? Cyclothermous, cold-blooded are ectothermous. What is the meaning of ectothermous? The body temperature affected by the surrounding temperature. If a frog is carried from 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius, its body temperature becomes 30 degrees Celsius because they are the cyclothermous. They are not able to maintain their body temperature. So this is the one point that you have to remember related with the frog. It is the cyclothermous. Now please note it down. Please underline camouflage and mimicry. And here you have to be very careful, because in some of the books question is given but they have not followed the language of NCERT. Whatever I am going to say about camouflage and mimicry, you have to listen very carefully. It's a matter of +4 and -5. Okay, that is not -1, -5. Okay, so be careful. What they said, the ability to change the color to hide them from the enemies is known as the camouflage. Separately written in NCERT. If you are having NCERT, strictly follow the wording of NCERT here. What they said, the ability to change the color to hide from their enemies, that is known as the camouflage. And what they said, this protective coloration is known as the mimicry. Mimicry is a big phenomena. Mimicry is a big phenomena. It was discovered by Bateson. So it is known as the Batesian mimicry. Mimicry including 100 steps. It means there are 100 different types of mimicry. Okay, so mimicry is a big phenomena, and out of that phenomena, one process, that is the camouflage. So if in the question, if you are getting the term protective coloration, then you have to go with the mimicry. If you are not getting the term of protective coloration, you will go with the camouflage. Please keep my word in your mind, because it is very important. It is very important. They said the ability to change the color of the body, it is known as the camouflage. Chameleon also having the camouflage because they are having the chromopigments. It means they are having the color pigments, so they are able to change their skin color. But when the skin color, an animal is able to change its skin color for the purpose of protection, then it is known as the mimicry. Are you getting now? Then it is known as the mimicry, because some of the flowers, some of the plants, they are also changing their color for just to symbolize, just for the, you can say, just to go for the feeding or for any other purpose. So here, if the change in color is for the protection, protective coloration, then it is known as the mimicry. So what I said, where you will go with the mimicry? Protective coloration. If in the question there is a term protective coloration, then it is known as the mimicry. And the ability to change the color, that is known as the camouflage. Okay, ability to change the color is known as the camouflage. And when animal is going to change its body color for protection, it is known as the protective coloration. It is known as the mimicry. So protective coloration is known as the mimicry. So this is the one point that you have to remember. Now coming on next one, only underline the word known by you. In mimicry, please underline the complete statement, because they can ask. Protective coloration is known as the mimicry. Property to change the skin color as per the surrounding, it is known as the camouflage. Now coming on this one, that is the estivation and hibernation. Estivation and hibernation. What is the point? Hibernation. I said homework. You have to remember. Hibernation. Hibernation is the winter sleep. So definitely the estivation means the summer sleep. Note down in very short, estivation and hibernation. And why there is a need of estivation and hibernation? Because they are cyclothermous. They are not able to tolerate excessive heat, excessive cold. So for protection, they are going deep in the soil and keeping their skin moist for the respiration. So moist places, this is known as the estivation and hibernation. I have written this called summer sleep, estivation, winter sleep, hibernation. So frogs are not seen during the peak summer and winter. During this period, they take shelter in the deep burrows to protect them. But here, what is the condition applicable? Soil. That soil, it should be moist. Otherwise, they will die, because the most common type are only respiration which takes place during hibernation and estivation, that is the pulmonary respiration. So if the soil becomes dry, they will die. Okay, so you have to keep in mind that they are moving into the moist soil, where they are hiding themselves, moist soil. This is the one point you have to keep in mind. So there are two: estivation, hibernation. Clear? Already known by you, I think. Estivation is there, hibernation is there. Now, coming on the next one, just note down in very short, or please underline in very short. I have divided in so many side headings here. Color of skin. Okay, our skin of frog. First, coming on the skin of frog. If you will go and try to catch the frog, like we used to did our class 11th and 12th, when dissection was allowed. But nowadays, dissection is not allowed. Na? So, when we are trying to catch the frog, we are not able to catch it with the hands. We have to use the gloves and all. So, that is why, because the skin is slippery. Why the skin is slippery? Because on the skin, some cutaneous glands are present, mucus glands are present. So, they are always secreting the mucus. That is why we are not able to catch the frog. So, they said skin is smooth and slippery due to presence of mucus. So, just nothing is there, and they are always keeping skin in which condition? Moist condition. Color. They have given color. No one is asking about the color, but you have to remember, color is the lime green with irregular spots. This is one point. This is one point on the skin. Irregular spots are present. Please come on the picture given in NCERT. Please come on the picture. Come on NCERT. Dorsal surface is green and ventral surface is pale yellow, light yellow, pale yellow in color. Okay, pale yellow, not dark, pale yellow in color. So there is nothing extra for me to explain. Done? Done. Now, one line given in NCERT. What is written by the black color in this PPT? It is in NCERT. What is written by the red color? I just tried to explain. I converted any question in the form of theory. Okay, so you have to read both. Frog never drinks water, given in NCERT. Given na? It absorbs it through the skin. I already explained, because the skin of frog is hygroscopic. Okay, so just note down the reason. Skin of frog is hygroscopic. That is why it never drinks water. Where it is written? Where it is written, it never drinks water. Written in NCERT. It never drinks water. It never drinks water because the skin is hygroscopic. So that is the reason they are also not found in the marine water. We have discussed in the first point that they are found only in the fresh water. So reason you have to remember. Why, when, where. Okay, these. Body. Already we discussed that in amphibia the body is divided into two regions. That head and trunk. There is no neck, no tail. Anura, I said at that time also. Frog is included in the anura. Order is the anura. A means absent, neura means tail. Okay, so frog is included in the anura. A means absent, neura means tail. So in zoology, try to avoid writing. Write very less. Because even this year paper was tough, but 87 questions came from NCERT. Only 3 questions. Father of ecology in India, Ramdev Misra, and one computational biology chem. That is different. It is also from summary. Otherwise, you have to follow strictly NCERT. So, NCERT. But please write some extra point. Extra point, they will support you for remembering. Okay, so just, okay, so from my side, no compulsion to write. If you are getting the topic, need not to write. Unnecessary, it is not 11th or 12th that one will come to check your notes. Okay, so avoid writing. Write only when it is required. Okay, so now what I said, anura means tail is absent. Body divided into head and trunk, no neck, no tail. Anura, A means absent, neura means tail. Tail is absent, so anura. Now, coming on external features related with the frog. Already known by us. First point, nothing to remember. Same in human beings. Above the mouth, a pair of nostrils are present. So, no one will ask this point. Nothing important. This is important point. Eyes are bulged. Please note it down. Please underline. Eyes are bulged. Bulge means protruding out. It is looking that it is always in anger. Always anger. Angry. When we are angry, our eyes are coming out. Na? Okay. So just bulge out means protruding eyes are there. Protruding eyes. And covered by a nictitating membrane. When or what is the function of nictitating membrane? Protects them when it is in water. Nictitating membrane. Sometimes the nictitating membrane is also considered as the third eyelid. Need not to write. Nictitating membrane is a protective membrane. It's a protective and transparent membrane. We are having nictitating membrane or not having? Having or not having, same? Not having. It means what happened with the nictitating membrane? It is present in human beings in the vestigial form. Just put your finger inside. One triangular shaped structure is present. Inner side, this side, both sides. They are the vestigial of nictitating membrane, known as the plica semilunaris. In human beings, they are known as the plica semilunaris. But they are vestigial. This is also an indication that we originated from the aquatic water. Life originated from the sea water. We used to say, na. So, what are the evidences? We are getting the evidences, some of the evidences. So, in human beings, nictitating membrane is present in the vestigial form. So, but in frog, it is functional and it protects them in water. Please underline the term nictitating membrane. Please underline the term nictitating membrane. Given beta G. Why writing? Nictitating membrane is given na. I am following lines of NCERT beta. Nictitating membrane is present. And what is the function of nictitating membrane? Protection when it is in water. Now, frog is not having the external ear. Already I said in the amphibia and reptiles, no external ear. So, who is representing the ear? A membrane present on the body surface. That membrane is known as the tympanum. We are also having the tympanum, but in us the tympanum is present after external auditory meatus, canal. A canal-like structure is there, na? Then after that one meatus is present. So that is the tympanum. But frog is having tympanum on the body surface. Please underline, once upon a time they asked, tympanum is membranous. Please circle membranous tympanum. Membranous tympanum. Membranous tympanum. Membranous tympanum is present. This is one point. They are having the membranous tympanum. They are having the membranous tympanum. Clear? What the type of tympanum is there? Membranous tympanum is there. Already I said Animalia, Chordata, Vertebrata. Clear? Gnathostomata, Tetrapoda, Amphibia, Frog. Done na? So they are included in which superclass? Tetrapoda. Tetrapoda is a superclass, na? Are you remembering, na? Gnathostomata divided into two superclass. One is the Pisces, second one is the Tetrapoda. So Tetrapoda. So that is why they have given forelimb and hind limb Help in swimming, walking, leaping and burrowing. Leaping I don't know. Leaping? Anyone will say? NCERT is saying leaping. Swimming, walking, leaping. What is the leaping movement? Leaping movement means at random jumping movement. At random. Anytime. If you will see a frog, it is in the seated condition. And you will see it is silent. But anytime it can jump. Unpredictable jumping, that is known as the leaping. Okay. So that is the leaping. Burrowing. It is going to the burrows. Now coming on very important point. Hind limb are having the 5 digits. Please underline how many digits. Digits means fingers. Pentadactylus na. Please note down one term so it will be easy. Pentadactylus. Pentadactylus. Penta means 5. Dactylus. Dactylus means fingers. Pentadactylus. Hind limb ends in 5 digits. And they are larger and muscular. They are larger and muscular. Hind limbs are larger than forelimb. Hind limbs are more muscular than the forelimb. So what is the profit to us? We are having profit of it. Come on the last lines of frog. Last line. Where it is given economic importance of frog. Or use of frog in the mankind. They have written the muscular legs of frog. It is used as, what is given? Food. Given na? So, pickle, frog pickle. Muscular legs of the frog can be used as pickle. Are you getting now? So, frog is useful. It is insectivorous, first of all. So, it is very useful for the farmers. Second one, we can use frog as a food source also. Muscular legs are present. So, human beings are eating each and every one, including the human ones also. So, that is the 5 digits are present and they are larger and muscular. From my side, please make circle 5 digits, then larger and muscular. Clear? So, first they have written about the hind limb. Hind limb means posterior legs. 5 digits. Pentadactylus. They are larger and muscular and they can be used as a food supplement also. Now, forelimb. Forelimb is having how many digits? I don't know English. So, I am writing forelimb. Forelimb having the 4 digits. Just change the spelling now. So, you will remember now. Forelimb. If forelimb, spelling of forelimb is not the F-O-R-E, 4. Spelling of forelimb, that is the F-O-U-R, forelimb. It is known as the forelimb because it is having the 4 digits. Sometimes you have to remember now. You are not here for PhD. You are here to get the knowledge that will help you to get a seat in medical college. For PhD, you are having throughout the lifetime. Okay, so try to remember in very interesting way. Forelimb means 4 digits. What is the meaning, spelling of forelimb? F-O-U-R, forelimb. Forelimb because 4 digits. Otherwise, in the exam, you will get confused. Forelimb or 5 limb. But never you will get confused. Forelimb means 4 digits. Hind limb is 5 digits. Pentadactylus. And now they said, feet have barbed digits that help in swimming. This is one very important. It is one aquatic adaptation. Aquatic adaptation means to survive in the water. Okay. So, forelimb having how many digits? 4. Hind limb is having how many digits? Which is larger? Which is more muscular? Hind limb. So, examiner can frame 2-3 statement type of question possible. Forelimbs are smaller than hind limb. Forelimb are smaller than hind limb. I change the language. Forelimbs are having 4 digits. Hind limb is having 5 digits. Forelimbs are less muscular than hind limb. NCERT is given in the forward direction. Examiner can ask in opposite direction. Are you getting now? So be ready for this time. Whenever this type of question coming, be careful. Examiner is asking first about forelimb or hind limb. Forelimb is having the 4 digits. I will say forelimb having the 4 digits, less muscular, smaller than hind limb. Am I right now? Hind limb is having how many digits? 5. Okay, so be careful with this type of language also. Forelimb is there. Now, just coming. This question came in this year NEET. Okay, already this question came. So, what is sexual dimorphism? So, in zoology, you have to remember sexual dimorphism at 2-3 places. Please listen carefully. Not only this place, there are 2-3 places. First, ascaris, male and female ascaris. Female ascaris is long with a straight tail. Male ascaris is short with curved tail. This is the one point where they are asking the sexual dimorphism. Second sexual dimorphism, you have to remember, is male and female cockroach. Male cockroach is stylish. Why it is stylish? Because it is having a structure known as the anal style that are absent in the female. So this is the second point. Third point you have to remember, like the frog. On the first digit, like just see, frog is having the forelimb. These are, if I am a frog, this one, condition is like this, 4 digits. On the first digit, here, it is looking like this. On the first digit of forelimb of male frog, what I said, on the first digit of forelimb of male frog, what is present? Copulatory pads or amplexary pads are present. Just note it down, copulatory pads or amplexary pads are present. Amplexary, EUX, amplexary pads are present. See, because if you know, there is a process that is known as the amplexus. The meaning of amplexus is the pseudo-copulation. Human female is a periodic ovulator. Are you getting? Whether the male is present or not, the human female is releasing the 12 eggs in a year, 6 from right ovary, 6 from left ovary. So, periodic ovulator. Female of frog is the reflux ovulator. Female frog is going for ovulation only when male frog is coming in contact with the female. That pseudo-copulation, when the male frog is holding the female frog, that is known as the pseudo-copulation. And for pseudo-copulation, there is one bird that is known as the amplexus. Amplexus. That is why the name of these pads is also known as the amplexary pads. Copulatory pads. Just note down somewhere, pseudo-copulation. Pseudo-copulation. Why pseudo-copulation? You have to remember the reason, because female frog is reflux ovulator. Reflux ovulator. Female frog is reflux ovulator. Reflux. Reflux ovulator. Reflux ovulator. It is not ovulating periodically. Female frog is going to lay egg 2,500 to 3,000 eggs at a time. Okay, when only the male frog is holding the female frog. That was pseudo-copulation. That is known as the amplexus, or pads are known as the amplexary pads. So on the first digit of forelimb of male frog, what is present? Copulatory pads are present, which are absent in female. And what is the function of these copulatory pads? As the skin of frog is slippery, so with the help of copulatory pads, the male frog is holding the female frog. That is only the function of this amplexus pad. So this is the one point that you have to remember. Second one, male frogs can be distinguished by the presence of sound producing vocal sac. Sound producing vocal sac. It means females are not producing the sound. Please help me. They are saying that males are having distinguished by the presence of sound producing vocal sac. So females are not producing sound here. Okay. In frog, male is producing the sound, The name of the sound is the croaking sound. I'm only giving you related information. Croaking sound is a type of mating sound. Have you noticed? Whenever there is rainy season, you will listen the sound of male frog. Croaking sound. It is a mating sound. By this sound, the male frog is calling the female frog for copulation. They are not having mobiles and all, na? So how they will send the signal? With the help of producing the sound. It is known as the croaking sound. So God is great. So now frog exhibits sexual dimorphism. What is the sexual dimorphism? On the first digit of forelimb of male frog, copulatory pads or amplexary pads are present, which are helpful to hold the female frog. Why there is a need to hold? Because female frog is the reflux ovulator. This is the main point. Reflux ovulator means it is producing the eggs only when male is present. Okay, it is different from us. So that is the one point, and the male frog is having the large vocal sac. I said na, Rana tigrina is known as the Indian bullfrog because it is having the large body size and large vocal sac. With the help of it, it is producing the loud sound. Clear? So this is the one point that you have to remember related with the sexual dimorphism. This already can. Just see, I have taken this picture from somewhere, because it is liked by me. They said in NCERT, na, above the mouth, nostrils are present. I have taken this picture for one term, snout. Just note down snout. Not in NCERT, but diagram is saying. So sometimes they are asking diagram based question, like they ask na, Aurelia having the 4 oral arms. Not in theory, but diagram. So in diagram, snout labeling is not given. What is the meaning of snout? Combination of nose and mouth. Have you seen the pig? Have you seen the pig? You cannot separate the mouth and nostrils. Like if I will do like this, my mouth is like this. Then it will be known as the snout. Combination of nose plus mouth. Very near. We are having some difference. But when nose is very near to mouth, that condition is known as the snout. Are you getting? Known as the snout. So I have taken this picture for this bird. I have taken this picture because this picture is showing clearly that they are having the tympanum. Tympanum present on the body surface. In NCERT, they said that they are on dorsal side. Dark spots are present. They said na, one line is also present on the dark side. Just note down dermal plici. The spots and line. The spots are known as the dermal plici. Spots. They said na, dark spots. Written in NCERT. For them there is one term, dermal plici. Dermal plici. That is why I have taken this picture. 2-3 new terms are there. One snout. One dermal plici. Dermal plici is nothing. Dark spots present on the dorsal side. Tympanum already we have discussed. Snout is the new bird. Remaining nothing. This is the hind limb. This is the forelimb. So thank you Byju's. I have taken from Byju's side. Okay. Now coming from next one, that is the anatomy. Anatomy related with frog known by us. Only what is not present in frog? Salivary glands. Just note down somewhere. Otherwise, digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, nervous system, excretory system, reproductive system, well developed. All are well developed. Only what is not present? Salivary gland not present. Salivary glands not present. Otherwise, you will see frog in front of the sweet shop also. Okay, salivary glands are present. But it is not happening. They are not having the salivary glands. Clear? Now, need not to write where I will say you have to write. Because there are few concepts which are different in frog in comparison of human. Few terms in digestive system you have to underline. Okay, I will say where there is a, they are having the alimentary canal and digestive glands. First line. In digestive glands, you have to remember very carefully, salivary glands are absent. If the salivary glands are absent, the digestion of food starts. human being, just think, the digestion of food starts from the oral cavity. Mother is saying to the food at least 32 times. We are eating very fast, but we are not listening at single time. Okay, why? Because in human beings, the digestion of carbohydrate starts in the oral cavity. If we are not having salivary gland, then which part the digestion will start? Stomach. In esophagus, no digestion, beta. Esophagus is only a food pipe, you can say like this. Okay, so digestion of food in frog starts from, just note down, salivary glands are absent. So digestion of food starts from stomach. No digestion in the mouth. No digestion in the mouth because salivary glands are absent. No digestion in mouth because salivary glands are absent. Clear? So digestion of food starts from stomach. Digestion of food starts from stomach. This is the one point. Anyone will say, first point clear, alimentary canal is there, complete digestive system is there, mouth, anus both are there, digestion of food is the extracellular. We have discussed in all the phylum. Digestive glands are present, but they are not having the salivary glands. So you have to remember very. Now, anyone will say in human beings, what is the length of intestine? No, you are not. It is 15 plus 9, 25, 24 feet intestine is present. We are having a very long intestine. It is folded here. Feet. I am saying in feet. Okay, intestine is highly coiled. So here, but in frog, the alimentary canal is very important. Please underline this point. Please underline this point. The alimentary canal is short. Short. Why? Why the alimentary canal is short? Because frogs are carnivore. Note down in basically insectivorous. So, what is the problem? It means it is indicating that for the digestion of non-vegetarian food, less amount of enzymes are required, less space is required. Because in carnivores, when they are eating the carnivore or they are the carnivore, they are eating mainly the protein. Herbivores, just think about the herbivores. Herbivores, we are eating carbohydrate, protein, fat. But in carnivores, totally carnivores, so it is eating the protein mainly. So mainly the enzymes for protein digestion are present. Different from human beings. We are the omnivorous. We are the omnivorous. So more number of enzymes required. Variety of enzymes more required. But if there is need to digest only the protein, only one type of enzymes are required. So that is why in frog, alimentary canal is short. They are carnivore. So the length of the intestine is reduced. 100% estrogen region type of question possible here. In frog, the alimentary canal is short. This is the estrogen. Why? Why the alimentary canal is short? Because they are carnivore. So, for the digestion of food, less enzymes, less space is required. Because when animal is carnivore, they are getting mainly the protein. So, less enzyme and less amount is required. Okay, so this is the one point that you have to remember. Someone said me, although long-term IIT batch is starting here, but there is no combined class of physics with you. You will get separate physics class. But what is the profit? Why we arrange here? When they are not having class, PUC is able to take extra class. So that's why we arrange at the same campus. When they are not having class, on some days they are in advance now. JEE advance means very less, means they have to study from their own side. Only guidance required. So teachers may be free. So they will take your class, extra classes. So that is the good thing. So they are the carnivore. So the length of intestine is reduced. 100% estrogen region type of question is there. Known by us, mouth, buccal cavity, esophagus, through the pharynx. Read the language of NCERT. What they said? Through pharynx. The buccal cavity opens into esophagus through pharynx. It means what is coming first? Pharynx, then esophagus. Okay. After esophagus? After esophagus, stomach, na? After esophagus, stomach. We will explain this. Esophagus is a short tube, opens into the stomach, okay, which turns into the intestine, rectum, and finally opens out through the cloaca. Here, one point in the diagram. Already I said when I taught the amphibia, cloaca is a common opening of three systems: digestive system, excretory system, reproductive system. Please underline there. Cloaca is a common opening of three systems: digestive system, excretory system, and reproductive system. Now here I will stay for 1-2 minutes. In human physiology, it is given that intestine divided into two parts: large intestine and small intestine. But very interesting, and you have to follow this all. In frog, what is the sequence of structures in alimentary canal? Mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, intestine, rectum, cloaca. In human beings, we are considering rectum as a part of large intestine. Are you remembering now? Small intestine, duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Large intestine, cecum, colon, rectum. We used to say like this. We are not saying that rectum is a separate part. We are including rectum in the large intestine. Nowhere in NCERT it is given. Related with so don't use your extra mind. What is the sequence of the structures? Mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, intestine, rectum, cloaca. Are you getting now? Otherwise, exam will give you large intestine, small intestine, rectum, and all. No. What is given in NCERT we have to follow. So, what is the sequence? That mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, intestine, rectum, and cloaca. Okay, rectum opens into the cloaca. Rectum opens into the cloaca. So this is one very important point. I just requesting, please follow the NCERT sequence. What they said, I will read it again because they can ask us the structures. They said mouth opens into buccal cavity. Clear? That leads to esophagus through pharynx. Mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus. Clear? Now, coming on, it opens into a stomach, which continues as the intestine, and intestine, rectum, and finally opens outside by the cloaca. So this is the sequence. I already requested, please remember this sequence: mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, intestine, rectum, esophagus, stomach, intestine, rectum, cloaca. It opens outside through the cloaca. Now, related with the digestive gland, liver is present, gallbladder is present, pancreas is present. Okay, so I have already written salivary glands are absent, so digestion of food starts from stomach. This is already asked in the NEET exam, so here you have to be careful. Now, liver secretes bile, known by us, that is stored in the gallbladder. I think known by you. You have to focus here on digestive system because what happened? From NEET syllabus, they remove the digestive system in human beings. Otherwise, so many points are covered there. But you have to remember separately. Where the synthesis of bile takes place? Liver. Okay, small point. Synthesis of bile, liver. Then secretion of bile, liver. Storage, concentration, release of bile, gallbladder. Are you getting now what I said? Synthesis of bile, secretion of bile, liver. Storage, concentration, release of bile, gallbladder. Please note down somewhere because there is no digestive system in NEET na. So you have to remember. Just note down synthesis, secretion of bile. Synthesis, secretion of a bile in a liver. Storage, concentration, and release of bile from gallbladder. Storage, concentration, and release of bile from gallbladder. Pancreas, known by us. Pancreas is a mixed gland. Remembering, we will discuss pancreas in endocrine system also. Islets of Langerhans. So pancreas is having two parts, exocrine part, endocrine part. Okay. Now here I have to say only one line that is very interesting and very different from human beings. Digestion of food. Physiology of digestion. See, in human beings, how the tongue is placed. This is the anterior, posterior. In human being, the tongue is attached on the posterior end. In frog, the tongue is like this. Clear? And at the anterior side, it is divided into two parts. Bilobed tongue. How many lobe tongue is present? Bilobe. And when the insect is coming, it is coming out like this. Capturing the insect. Going different from human. Getting what I said? First point, tongue attached on the anterior side here. So now this side is free. Bilobe tongue. It is protruding out. It is capturing the prey and going back. Clear? So note down here. Bilobed tongue is there. Bilobed tongue is there. This is the one point. Bilobed tongue. Okay. What is the type of tongue? Bilobe. So after it I will say tomorrow. But today I will say you one important point that you have to keep in mind. Very important for you. Please give me only 1 minute. So I am able to say about zoology because I am not getting time. So you should keep in mind. Now in zoology, what is the reality? Today is the 5th of July. How many topics we have to read for 11th? We are here. Frog. Frog, respiratory, circulatory, excretory, locomotion movement, nervous system, endocrine. 7 topics of 11th remaining. See, I did something wrong. Then coming on class 12. Class 12, human reproduction, reproductive health, human health and disease. Then principles of inheritance like determination of sex and that that Klinefelter syndrome, chromosomal disorder, sickle cell anemia, autosomal disorder. Okay. Then human genome project, DNA fingerprinting, evolution. It's a big topic, not a small topic. Human health and disease also a big topic. Then organism and population, ecosystem, okay, biodiversity and biotechnology. How many chapters are remaining? 17. How many months are remaining? 6. So we are not having a lot of time because some chapters are very important where I have to focus more. Like evolution, every year 5 questions coming. Human and health disease, every year 5 questions are coming. So the syllabus will go slightly faster. So now be ready. Till time I didn't said a single word. Till animal kingdom I was slow, very slow. But now don't expect from me because for NEET long term, one very important thing is the revision. If you will not go for at least 1-2 revision, not good for you. Okay. So from today, except in chemistry also when I said, sir, yesterday, sir, go slightly slow. He said, sir, syllabus not possible. It is not possible to complete syllabus if I will go slow. So you have to speed up yourself. Don't stop faculty to be slow. Because if you will say too slow, they will go slow. But if they will go slow, I don't know about syllabus. Because what is my strategy, what I learned in past years, I will say, we have to complete our syllabus up to 31st of December. and after it at least 2 revisions are required. Then only you are able to combine all the syllabus at one place. Otherwise, if you will go slow now, syllabus will complete in January 15th of Feb. When you will go for revision. And again after this one, if you are having any doubt, any problem in any subject, say me separately, I will arrange extra classes. I will arrange, like already I have given Chamka madam in chemistry for you. She will come and say something extra, what is needed. So don't stop teachers. Please help them to maintain the speed. You have to speed yourself. Are you getting? Because the time is less. We are having no problem. If you will say go slow, I will go very slow. But don't say if the syllabus completed in February. It is zoology, so even I'm able to complete. But in physics and chemistry, they are having numericals also, theory also. So you have to increase your speed. Are you getting now? So please, from today we alert, focus only and only on study. A lot of time gone. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.